When you lose someone in your life, you have a huge hole in your heart. When I was 10 years old, I lost my best friend to cancer. Not only was she my best friend, but she was my inspiration. When I wake up in the morning, I think of her beautiful smile, and I can hear her laughter like it was yesterday when we were playing outside on her swing set. We did everything together. We played with our American Girl dolls and played teacher every day of our childhood. I had heard from my mother that Libby was very sick and in the hospital. After a few months of being in the hospital, I started to wonder when we could start having our playdates again. I was so innocent and young, and I did not truly understand the concept of death. I kept living like a normal 10-year-old until one day I heard some of the most terrifying news I have ever heard. I remember April 18th, 2001 like it was yesterday. I had just finished a tap dancing class and was waiting outside for my mom to pick me up. I was standing next to a little boy about my age. His mother looked over to him and asked him if he had talked about Libby in his class that day. I questioned why she would ever ask that, because there was only one Libby in our class. I looked over and enthusiastically asked if she had come home today like the doctor had said she would the week before. I vividly remember the shock on his mom's face when I asked that. Not only did she start crying, but her son as well. She looked me straight in the eyes and told me that Libby had passed away last night in the hospital. I cannot put a finger on the way I felt the minute I heard the news, but I do remember feeling like someone had ripped out every organ in my body. I felt numb and could not even grasp the idea that my best friend had died. I stood there in shock while the boy's mom rubbed my back and tried to comfort me until my mom came. I was in denial and did not even believe what this woman had just told me. As my mom pulled up, she could see that something was wrong. She jumped out of the car and just held me in her arms. She asked the woman if something had happened to me during tap dancing class. The woman looked over at my mom and said those 5 most terrifying words I have ever heard. Libby passed away last night. After sitting in silence for 20 minutes on the bench outside the tap dancing class, we made our way to the car. The car ride home consisted of tears and the question, why? Why did my best friend have to die? After the wake and the funeral, I visited Libby's grave every day, and I still visit when I can 9 years later. I can only imagine what it would be like to still have Libby in my life. I wonder what college she would be at now and what amazing things she would be doing. I have learned one very important lesson from the tragic death of my best friend. Surround yourself with loving friends and family and live every day like it is your last, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. I can relate my lessons learned to the allegory of the cave. I was not only young and innocent, but I was awakened to the outside world. I was blinded by the friendship we shared, and when I lost that, I was opened up to the scary real world.